There are books that illuminate, others that deceive, and a few that awaken forces long dormant for centuries. This is not an ordinary book. Liber Pecunia, the so-called Forbidden Book of Gold, is not merely a text hidden in the shadows of time, but a key forged in the fires of spiritual alchemy and coveted by those who understood that true gold is more than just metal. Aleister Crowley, the magician, the heretic, the visionary, left behind fragments of knowledge wrapped in symbols, warnings, and revelations. This book, lost, censored, feared, is one of them. It speaks not only of worldly gold, but of the gold of the soul, the power to manifest, to transform, and to command matter from the highest plane of conscious will. But beware, Liber Pecunia is not for the curious or the faint of heart. This book demands something of you. Silence, introspection, courage. For those who listen with an open soul will feel ancient codes activate, whispers crossing dimensions, reminding you of who you truly are and what you are capable of. Welcome to the threshold. The gold awaits. But first you must face yourself. No external god will grant you wealth. No man clad in worldly authority will allow you to touch the hidden treasure. And even less will the society of mediocres, whose religion is poverty, permit you to rise above their grey heads. No, the gold, the true, pure, unparalleled gold, is reserved for those who have awakened their inner divinity. For money is nothing but the material shadow of the sun that burns within your heart. Thus, dear adept in the making, if you wish to possess money in boundless, unmatched, inexhaustible abundance, you must first understand that you are not begging for coins. You are claiming your own manifested power. Each bill, each transaction, each flow of wealth is a prayer, an invocation, an energetic current running through the hidden veins of the universe. And the few who truly understand this law not only possess wealth, they are wealth itself. In this codex, which is both a grimoire and a practical manual, we will forever abolish the false separation between spirituality and money. I will show you that the Liber Pecunia had already hinted at this truth when it said, "You must be strong, man, woman, child, or dog, but if you are my chosen one, then wealth is yours." Liber Pecunia, Chapter 18. If you desire unparalleled riches, then you must awaken your sacred will, not beg like a pauper, not pray like a slave, but decree like a god. This book is not for the weak in spirit. This book is not for those seeking excuses, for the lukewarm, for the small-minded who prefer to complain rather than reign. This book is a flaming sword, and whoever grasps it must be able to wield it. For to whom much is given, much is demanded. Here you will not find empty formulas or peasant superstitions. We will not speak of attracting money as if you were a victim pleading for crumbs from the stars. Here you will learn to become the generator of gold itself, the demiurge of your fortune, the master of hidden treasures. Throughout the following 15 chapters, you will receive Hermetic and magical theory about money as divine vibration, detailed rituals operating on the astral, mental, and physical planes, practical exercises in evocation, concentration, and transmutation, construction of talismans, pentacles, and consecrated circles dedicated to wealth, astrological and Cabalistic secrets never before revealed to the profane. This is a book of power, a grimoire that, if studied and practiced rigorously, will radically change your relationship with wealth and with reality itself. You must understand this well. It is not simply about obtaining money. It is about becoming the very source of gold, thus fulfilling the eternal law, be the whole of the law. Now open your inner eyes, sharpen the sword of your will, and prepare to penetrate the deepest mysteries of money magic. The time of beggars is over. It is the time of kings. Liber Pecunia, the Forbidden Book of Gold, based on the teachings and writings of Aleister Crowley. We have noticed that over 80% of those who visit our channel are not subscribed. You can support this project by pressing the subscribe button and giving the video a like. Thank you for inspiring us to continue creating more and better content for you. Are you ready to transform your life? Chapter 1. The Hermetic Principle of Gold. Everything you see, everything you touch, everything you imagine is vibration. Thus taught the ancient masters of Egypt and Chaldea, and thus it resonates in the emerald tablet of Hermes Trismegistus. Gold, money, fortune, these are but manifestations of that vibration, condensed at a particular level. You have been taught that money is a cold, neutral object, disconnected from spiritual laws, lies of slaves and enemies of the light. Money, gold, fortune, material power, they are direct expressions of the universal fire of life, manifested through forms that the human mind can measure, trade, and enjoy. Thus, the highest Hermetic principle states, money is spirit materialized in the vibrational rhythm of wealth. If everything is vibration, then wealth too is a frequency. When a human being vibrates in harmony with the laws of flow, expansion, and growth, wealth rushes towards them, just as waters obey the course of a river. When one vibrates in disharmony, fear, guilt, resentment, or envy, wealth eludes them. It slips through their fingers like dry sand. The first secret, then, is this. To possess abundant wealth, you must become wealth itself. It is not about begging. It is not about desperately seeking. It is about being. Money does not come to you. You become a living magnet of wealth. Visualize it thus. Imagine your soul as a golden sun. Each ray you emit attracts rivers of gold, oceans of silver, endless seas of abundance. You do not chase money. Money rushes towards you like a moth to a flame. 2. The art of tuning into the frequency of gold. How to elevate your vibration to the level of gold through 3 fundamental exercises. The mantra of gold. Each morning upon waking, repeat with a firm voice, I am the source of infinite gold. I emanate wealth, I receive wealth, I multiply wealth. Just as the sun radiates light, I radiate abundance. Repeat it 108 times, a sacred number in many traditions, not mechanically, but feeling the words as a living reality in your flesh, your blood, your aura. The Golden King's posture. For 10 minutes daily, sit upright as if you were an emperor on his throne. It does not matter your clothes, your room, your circumstances. Feel that beneath you is a throne of diamond, and in your hands a scepter of pure gold. Inhale. Feel that each breath draws all the riches of the cosmos towards you. Exhale. Silently decree your dominion over them. The inner treasure visualization. Before sleeping, close your eyes and visualize a vast treasure buried within yourself. Chests of jewels, mountains of gold, rivers of pearls. Feel that they are already yours because they are you. This wealth is part of your being, not something external you must reach. Thus, you will reprogram your subconscious to naturally operate from abundance. 3. Money hates slaves. Here I will reveal a brutal truth hidden by the modern world. Money hates servitude. Money flees from the weak, from those ashamed to desire it, from those who consider themselves unworthy. Money loves those who claim it naturally, without guilt, as a divine right. Do not ask for permission to be rich. Do not justify yourself. Do not explain your desire. Simply assume that money must flow to you because you are a perfect channel for the expansion of universal life. When you walk down the street, walk as one who owns invisible banks. When you speak, speak as one who could buy a kingdom if they wished. When you breathe, breathe as one who knows that even the air carries the seeds of gold. This is not a positive thinking exercise. This is conscious magical operation. It is mental alchemy, IV, the Cabalistic correspondence of gold. In Kabbalah, gold is associated with Tifereth, the 6th sphere of the tree of life. Tifereth is the sun, beauty, the higher self. True gold is not found in Malkuth, the physical world, but in Tifereth. This means that the wealth you seek is not material first, it is solar consciousness. Only those who shine like the inner sun can manifest external gold. Practical Kabbalistic exercise. Every noon, when the sun is at its zenith, close your eyes and say, I am Tifereth, the radiant sun. I am the center of my universe. I decree the infinite flow of riches through me. Visualize yourself as a golden sphere radiating in all directions. V, the first oath. Every adept of gold must make this secret oath to themselves. I swear to forever abandon the mentality of scarcity. I swear to recognize that I am an infinite source of wealth. I swear to love, honor, and multiply money as a manifestation of divinity. Make this oath today, writing it on a consecrated parchment. It can be a simple sheet, but it must be consciously dedicated to this purpose. Keep it where you store your money, in your wallet, safe, or purse. Thus, every coin, every bill, every number will be consecrated as part of your great work. This is the Hermetic principle of gold. Do not seek money, become gold, and the entire universe will fall at your feet, bringing offerings of silver, jewels, lands, and kingdoms, both visible and invisible. Thus spoken, thus decreed. Chapter 2. Willpower as the magnet of treasure. The supreme act of magic is an act of will. Just as the needle of the compass always points north, so too the universal treasure is always drawn toward the conscious will of the adept, the one who knows who they are and who demands. If gold is vibration, as we have learned, then willpower is the magnet that attracts that vibration to its center. But I do not speak here of weak, fluctuating will, prostituted by passing desires. I speak of true will, Thelema, that eternal flame that burns inexhaustibly at the deepest core of your being. If you desire unparalleled riches, if you desire to possess cities, thrones, treasure ships, and kingdoms of abundance, you must first discover your will and make it your sole altar. And what is true will? Most men do not have will, they have desires. One day they desire wealth, the next day comfort, the next social approval, romantic love, laziness, security. They are dry leaves blown by the winds of their emotions. True will is a unified vector, direct as an arrow, unbreakable as a mountain. True will does not ask for permission. It does not justify itself, it does not hesitate, it decrees and the universe obeys. Your first task, then, is not to seek money like a thirsty slave, but to forge your will until it can govern invisible legions. Exercise discernment of the will. For 7 days each morning write, "What is it that I truly want above all else?" Do not judge the answers and do not censor them. Let them emerge from your deepest self. On the 7th day you will find a constant, a vibration that repeats, a burning core around which all your answers revolve. That is the seed of your will. Take it, consecrate it, engrave it in your soul as the seals of the ancient kings were engraved. 2. Willpower as creative decree. The universe does not respond to begging, the universe responds to decrees. When Moses parted the waters, he did not plead, and he commanded. When the ancient Egyptian priests erected granite obelisks, they did not ask the gods for help. They decreed their erection through rites of power. When Christ transformed water into wine, he did not do so with doubt. His will was the bridge between the invisible and the visible. You must act the same way. Every time you desire money, do not think, "I hope it comes to me." Say with the force of the sun's crown, "I decree the arrival of X amount in perfect harmony with my will. Thus it is, thus it shall be." Then act as if it is already on its way. Feel its presence. Walk as its rightful owner. Practical exercise, the decree. Each morning, before leaving your home, stand tall, back straight, palms open to the sky. Look towards the horizon, even if only in your imagination, and say 3 times in a clear and firm voice, "By the power of my will, I decree the manifestation of my unlimited fortune. Every action I take, every word I speak, every breath I draw shall be a vehicle of pure gold. Thus I decree, thus it manifests. Do this for 21 consecutive days. You will see the paths open, allies arise, and opportunities materialize as if by magic." 3. Willpower does not negotiate, the law of sacrifice. A fatal error among the profane is to believe that they can attain wealth without sacrificing anything. They do not understand that every creation demands a destruction. To build a palace, the wasteland must be cleared. To attain a fortune, mediocrity, laziness, and fear must be sacrificed. Each time you consciously choose to act according to your true will, you are sacrificing your whims, doubts, and weaknesses. Daily magical question: what will I sacrifice today to draw closer to wealth? It could be a bad habit, a limiting belief, a toxic companion, an old excuse. Exercise conscious sacrifice. Each night write in your journal, "What action did I take today that honored my will to wealth? What weakness did I sacrifice today on the altar of gold?" Make this a nightly ritual. Thus, day by day, you will forge the invincible sword of your will. 4. Willpower and invisible wealth. You must not only attract physical gold, you must also possess invisible treasures. The respect of men, the power over circumstances, the blessing of unseen forces. All this is part of the true treasure. Secret visualization of invisible wealth. Each night before sleeping, visualize yourself standing in a vast hall surrounded by invisible treasures, contracts, works of art, alliances, secrets of power. Watch how all that power is drawn toward you like iron filings to a golden magnet in your chest. Feel your will absorbing them, integrating them, making them part of your being. Upon waking, walk as one who owns those treasures, even if they have not yet fully materialized. V. The Oath of the Lion. To conclude this chapter, you must seal your inner commitment with a second oath, the Oath of the Lion. For the lion is the symbol of solar will in all traditions. I swear never to abdicate my true will. I swear never to ask permission to prosper. I swear to walk the earth as a son, claiming the inheritance that is mine by divine right. Let heaven and earth bear witness to my decree. Write it. Read it aloud each week. Keep it as a living talisman. The will of the adept is the true magnet of treasure. He who knows how to command the universe never needs to steal. Awaken, therefore, from belief. Claim the gold. It is already yours. You must only behave as its rightful owner. Thus spoken, thus decreed. Chapter 3. Wealth according to the stars, Jupiter, Venus, and Mercury. As above, so below. This principle, proclaimed in the Emerald Tablet of Hermes Trismegistus, reveals that the stars are not mere masses of fire suspended in the void. They are living, conscious bodies, channels of pure energies that, when wisely invoked, bestow power, wealth, and dominion over matter. Among all the planets, 3 are the great dispensers of wealth and prosperity for the adept: Jupiter, the lord of expansion; Venus, the lady of attraction; Mercury, the messenger of transaction and commerce. Whoever learns to harmonize their soul with these 3 celestial titans will open gates before which gold, influence, and fortune will flow like overflowing rivers. I, Jupiter, the power of expansion. Jupiter, also called Zeus by the Greeks, is the bearer of the scepter and the lightning bolt. He symbolizes unlimited abundance, legitimate authority, and effortless victory. When Jupiter blesses you, your ventures flourish. Your words carry the weight of royal edicts. Allies arise spontaneously. Luck becomes your servant. Practical ritual to attract Jupiter's power. Auspicious day, Thursday, day consecrated to Jupiter. Auspicious hour, first hour after sunrise. Instructions: dress in royal blue or purple, colors sacred to Jupiter. Trace in the air before you the planetary sigil of Jupiter. Pronounce 7 times the associated divine name. El, mighty lord of expansion, bless me with your force. Then recite: by the scepter of Jupiter I decree that my wealth shall expand like the starry heavens. May everything I touch multiply 1,000-fold. May my name be as a throne, respected across the lands of men. Meditate for 7 minutes, visualizing a golden rain descending upon you from a deep purple sky. Correspondence exercise. In your magical journal every Thursday write: in which area of my life do I need expansion? Which project deserves to be inflated by the breath of Jupiter? Thus you will train your mind to think in Jupiterian terms: grandeur, generosity, limitless abundance. 2. Venus, the grace of attraction. Venus, known as Aphrodite among the Greeks, reigns over the art of attraction, seduction, and beautifying everything she touches. It is not enough to expand like Jupiter. You must also know how to attract wealth, allies, and opportunities without chasing after them. When Venus dances in your favor, people desire to associate with you. Your presence radiates irresistible magnetism. Money flows to you in a joyful and pleasurable manner. Practical ritual to invoke Venus. Auspicious day, Friday, day consecrated to Venus. Auspicious hour, first hour after sunset. Instructions: dress in emerald green or soft pink. Perfume the space with sweet scents, roses, jasmine, vanilla. Draw the symbol of Venus in the air before you. Pronounce 7 times the associated divine name. Yahweh Tsabaoth, O infinite beauty, grant me your favor. Then recite: by the mirror of Venus I decree that wealth shall find me irresistible. May my aura be a sweet magnet for gold, contracts, and prosperity. May every heart, every opportunity, every blessing come to me like waves to the lighthouse. Meditation. Visualize a green and golden spiral spinning around your body, absorbing opportunities, money, and resources from all planes. Correspondence exercise. Each Friday write: how can I make myself more attractive to wealth today? What beauty or art can I create that will draw fortune to me? 3. Mercury, the art of transaction. Mercury, known as Hermes among the Greeks, is the god of merchants, travelers, scribes, and alchemists. He governs transactions, negotiations, contracts, and the swift flow of money. When Mercury supports your steps, you know what to say and when to say it. Your mental sharpness multiplies your profits. The right information arrives just in time. You sell, buy, and negotiate like an alchemist of words. Practical ritual to tune into Mercury. Auspicious day, Wednesday, day of Mercury. Auspicious hour, third hour after sunrise. And instructions: dress in silver grey with something shiny if possible. Carry with you a pen or an object related to communication. Draw the symbol of Mercury before you. Pronounce 7 times the associated divine name. Elohim, guide my words to success. Then recite: by the staff of Mercury I decree that every transaction shall be for my victory. May my words open sealed doors. May my contracts become bridges of pure gold. Meditation. Visualize a silver current of information flowing all around you, connecting you with people, resources, and financial secrets. Correspondence exercise. Each Wednesday write: what opportunity can I spot today that others overlook? What strategic transaction can I close to bring me closer to wealth? I4, the sealed triad of wealth. Jupiter expands, Venus attracts, Mercury transacts. These 3 planets, working together within your consciousness, form the sealed triad of magical wealth. Prayer of the triad. Each Sunday morning, standing under the open sky, raise your hands to the cosmos and say, "By the lightning of Jupiter, the rose of Venus, and the feather of Mercury, I decree that my life shall be an eternal channel of expansion, attraction, and perfect transaction. May gold flow as the rivers of spring. Thus it is, thus it shall be." Repeat this prayer weekly and observe how the stars begin to dance in your favor. The planets do not control your destiny, but they are immense allies if you know how to invoke them. You are not their slave, you are their priest. Act accordingly, summon their power, and let gold rain upon your life like a blessing from heaven. Thus spoken, thus sealed. Chapter 4. The Tetragrammaton of Money YHVH. The word that formed the worlds also forms empires, banks, and fortunes. No word in the history of occultism has been more feared, revered, and concealed than the Tetragrammaton. Yod-He-Vav-He, the sacred name, the formula of the great architect of the universe. But what the wise did not tell the fools is this. This name is also the master formula for creating wealth. Yes, I repeat it without fear or ambiguity. The Tetragrammaton is a divine machine of manifestation that can be used to generate gold, economic power, material resources, and tangible abundance. Why? Because it is not just a name, it is an operational mechanism. Each letter represents a stage in magical creation, and if you know how to use it, you can turn an invisible idea into a visible fortune. I, the Tetragrammaton, as a formula of manifestation. The divine name consists of 4 letters, Yod, Y, the spark, the seed, the pure intention, He, H, the matrix, the gestation of form, Vav, V, the channel, the connection, the projection into reality, final He, H, the materialization, the visible result, the manifested. Translated into the language of money, it gives us Yod, the idea of wealth, desire aligned with will. He, active imagination, visualization of the money. Vav, action, communication, strategy, movement in the world. Final He, the harvest of wealth, physical possession, gold in hand. Whoever masters this sequence can manifest any form of wealth they conceive. 2. Practical exercise, wealth through the Tetragrammaton. Preparation, auspicious day, Sunday at sunrise. Attire, white with golden details. Element on the altar, a consecrated coin or a folded bill. Incense, frankincense or myrrh. Ritual, sit in silence. Breathe deeply 7 times. Trace the divine name in the air with your index finger. Pronounce slowly, Yod-He-Vav-He. With each letter, perform the following. Yod, visualize a specific idea of wealth, a project, a specific sum, a clear vision. He, see this idea taking form. Imagine the steps, the faces, the landscapes where it manifests. Vav, feel your body moving toward it. Visualize your voice, decisions, and hands touching that reality. Final He, imagine gold falling into your hands, your bank account filling, the contract signed, the work completed. Final decree. Just as the name creates worlds, may it create my aura of wealth. By the power of the Yod that conceives, the He that gestates, the Vav that connects, and the He that delivers. May gold manifest without delay. Thus I decree, thus it manifests. Perform this ritual for 7 consecutive days. The results will astonish you. 3. The Tetragrammaton in your money. A key to preserving your economy is to imprint the Tetragrammaton upon your monetary possessions. Golden seal ritual. Choose a high-value bill. On its reverse side, discreetly write the Tetragrammaton. Hold the bill between your hands and say, "This is my talisman. The sealed name dwells within it. Wherever this bill circulates, it shall open paths, attract abundance, and multiply its power. This bill will become your economic witness. Do not spend it. Carry it with you during business dealings, interviews, or rituals. You will see how it becomes a sacred channel of fortune." 4. The Tetragrammaton as a word of power. In the Cabalistic tradition, it is taught that all creation passes through the 4 phases of the Tetragrammaton. Thus, if you wish to generate wealth, dreaming is not enough. You must complete the cycle. You have the Yod, clear idea. You have performed the He, visualization and emotional charge. You have acted with the Vav, concrete movement. You await the final He, manifestation, with faith and certainty. If any stage is missing, creation breaks. Weekly meditation. Every Sunday ask yourself, what have I sown this week, Yod? What have I nurtured through images and desire, He? What actions have I taken to move toward it, Vav? What have I already received in tangible form, final He? Record your answers in your wealth grimoire. Thus you will know if your magic is operating properly or if you must refine the process. V, the Tetragrammaton and the elements. Another key, Each letter of the name is linked to an element. Yod, fire, creative spark. He, water, emotions and form. Vav, air, word, commerce, thought. Final, He, earth, body, matter, results. Your financial magic will become invincible when you consciously use the 4 elements. Elemental Tetragrammaton ritual for gold. Light a candle, fire, Yod. Place a cup of water, water, He. Burn incense, air, Vav. Place a stone or coin, earth, final, He. Standing before the altar, pronounce elements of the universe unite under the sacred name. Generate within me the form of gold. May the spark ignite, Yod. May the form gestate, He. May thought attract it, Vav. And may matter receive it, final, He. Remain in silence as the energies intertwine. This act transforms you into a conscious creator of magical wealth. 6. The Oath of the Name. To conclude this chapter, you shall seal your commitment with the sacred name. Oath, I, child of fire and gold, swear by the Tetragrammaton that I shall use my creative power to manifest wealth. In harmony with divine will, I shall not beg, I shall not plead. I shall create. YHVH is the signature of my fortune. Write this oath. Read it aloud before starting any venture, business, or project. This oath awakens the creator within you, and when he awakens, the world trembles. Thus you have received the secret of the Tetragrammaton of money. Use this name not as superstition but as living alchemy. Now you know. Money is not found, it is created, and the formula is now in your hands, thus spoken and thus inscribed in the ether. Chapter 5. The Ritual of Living Gold. Fortune is not awaited, it is invoked. Every true adept knows that wealth, power, and abundance are not accidents of fate or favors of chance. They are conscious creations, works of pure magic. Here in this 5th chapter, I place in your hands a complete ritual, the ritual of living gold, a daily practice that will ignite within you an irresistible magnetism for money, opportunities, and wealth in all its forms. This ritual is not merely symbolic. It is a real conjuration, a magical operation of transformation, an act of divine sovereignty. Gold is not simply a metal, it is a living spiritual force, and through this rite you shall become its priest and master. Preparation for the ritual. Time, preferably at sunrise or sunset, when the veil between worlds is thinnest. Place. A clean space dedicated solely to magical operations, even a small consecrated corner of your home. Required tools. A golden or yellow candle representing the sun and gold. A high-value bill or coin, previously consecrated or newly acquired. A small circular mirror, if possible, representing Venus and attraction. Incense of myrrh or cinnamon to open the material planes to the flow of gold. A cup of pure water representing life and fluidity. A small bell or Tibetan bowl to seal the work vibrationally. Attire, preferably white or golden garments. If not possible, an inner attitude of reverence and royalty is sufficient. 2. Structure of the ritual and initial purification. Before beginning, breathe deeply 7 times. With each inhale, imagine absorbing golden light. With each exhale, release doubts, fears, and any sense of scarcity. Then light the incense, saying, May this sacred smoke purify this space, my mind and my will. May every invisible obstacle dissolve before the radiance of the living gold. Lighting the flame, take the golden candle. Gaze at it for a moment, feeling that within its flame lies the very fire of the sun, the vibrant heart of all abundance. Light it while saying, I invoke the fire of gold. May this flame be my witness, my ally, and my strength. By the light of Ra, of Tarot, of Jupiter and Venus, I decree the opening of the rivers of wealth. Consecration of the mirror. Place the circular mirror in front of the candle so that the light is reflected in it. Say, just as the light multiplies in this mirror, so may my wealth also multiply. May everything I desire and decree reflect in 1,000 material forms. For 1 minute, contemplate the flame's reflection in the mirror, visualizing golden rivers flowing toward you from all directions. Consecration of the bill or coin. Take the bill or coin in your hands. Hold it over the candle flame without touching the flame and say, This symbol of gold is now a sacred magnet. Wherever it is, it shall attract multiplication, expansion, and blessing. By my word, my desire, and my power, it is consecrated. Feel the bill or coin vibrating in your hands as if it is absorbing the living energy of the ritual. The decree of living gold. Standing with the cup of water in your right hand and the bell in your left, declare aloud, I am the open channel of infinite wealth. I am the living gold that flows eternally. Just as the sun asks no permission to shine, so my fortune asks no permission to manifest. Today I decree that abundance is my nature. Today I claim my inheritance of eternal wealth. Today I awaken the living gold within me. Ring the bell 3 times, each time louder. This seals the decree into the subtle planes, sealing the ritual. Drink a sip of the consecrated water, absorbing the ritual's energy into your physical body. Then gently blow upon the candle. Do not snuff it out abruptly. Let the flame extinguish with your conscious breath. 3. Practice recommendations. Perform this ritual every day for 21 consecutive days to powerfully open the flow of wealth into your life. If possible, perform it at sunrise to impregnate your entire day with this vibration. Always carry the consecrated bill or coin as your wealth talisman. Use the mirror for small daily reinforcements. Gaze into its reflection while affirming aloud a specific wealth you wish to attract. Ivy, the secret ritual of the triple reflection, an advanced variation to further amplify the power. Use 3 small mirrors, arranged in a triangle around the candle. Perform the ritual so that the flame reflects 3 times. Each reflection activates a deeper level of the subconscious. While the mirrors shine, chant slowly, "Gold within, gold without, eternal gold I decree I am." Repeat this chant 9 times. This triple form accelerates the manifestation of tangible gold into your life. V, the oath of the living treasure. To close this chapter, you shall seal your commitment. I swear by my eternal soul that I will never renounce my nature of abundance. I swear to act, speak and think always as one who possesses the treasures of the sun. I am the living gold. I am the lord of my fortune. Thus I decree. Thus it is. Engrave this oath in your personal grimoire. Read it aloud after each ritual session. The ritual of living gold is not a symbolic act. It is the daily sowing of your eternal fortune. It is the ritual proclamation of your divine right. Wealth is the awakening of your inner being as an unstoppable magnet of prosperity. If you perform this ritual with absolute faith, unbreakable will, and burning passion, the entire universe will reconfigure itself to obey your decree. Thus spoken, thus inscribed in the Book of Treasures. Chapter 6. The Treasure Genie's Practical Evocations. Money does not move alone. It is always accompanied by invisible spirits who guard it and grant it to those who know how to ask. From medieval grimoires to the most secret teachings of the Kabbalah, it has long been known. There are spiritual entities linked to fortune. Genies, angels, demons, planetary kings, spirits of gold, prosperity, and expansion. Not all of them appear in human form. Some are pure energy, others present themselves as radiant figures crowned in light, or as whispers moving through the winds of commerce. But all of them answer to one single force, the will of the magician. In this chapter you will learn to recognize the types of treasure genies, to invoke them practically and safely, to connect with your personal golden spirit, and to conjure the flow of wealth directly from the invisible planes. There are 3 great families of treasure spirits. The first are the planetary angels of fortune, exalted beings connected to planets that govern abundance. Sakiel, spirit of Jupiter, grants stable economic growth and broad expansion. Anael, spirit of Venus, brings smooth opportunities, profitable relationships, and precious beauty. Michael, the solar archangel, governs royal wealth, fame, and authority over the visible world. The second group consists of lesser treasure demons, spirits closer to the human plane. They are fast, direct, and extremely useful in material affairs. Among them is Bune, a spirit known for granting rapid wealth and financial wisdom, Eligos, who brings victory in negotiations and contracts, and Clonic, a spirit who specializes in the movement and multiplication of money. The third family is more intimate, the personal genies of prosperity. These entities are connected to your birth, your soul, and your spiritual destiny. Only you can discover their names through ritual and inner revelation. Before you attempt an evocation, you must understand a critical truth. Evocation is not begging, it is calling forth. You stand with dignity, you summon spirits into your presence for a relationship of mutual benefit. You do not kneel, you command. For a basic evocation, you will need simple but powerful tools. A circle of protection drawn with salt, chalk, or pure visualization, a golden candle to represent abundance, or a green one for flow, or a purple one for royal authority. Incense such as myrrh, frankincense, or sandalwood, paper and a pen to draw the spirit's sigil, and a valuable object such as a bill, a coin, or a gemstone, which will be charged with the spirit's energy. Let me now give you an example, how to summon Bune, the spirit of hidden treasure. Bune governs 30 legions and is known to answer summons with nobility, as long as he is treated respectfully. The best days to call upon Bune are Tuesday or Thursday, during the first planetary hour of the day. Begin by drawing your circle of protection. Place your candle, your incense, and your chosen valuable object inside the circle. Then draw Bune's sigil by hand. You can copy it from a classical grimoire, or if you prefer, you may trace it by intuition. Once your space is ready, stand tall and say clearly, "O Bune, spirit of hidden treasure, I call you in the name of fire and gold. Assist me in my ascent toward true wealth. Appear without causing fear and bring with you your gifts and your wisdom. Receive my respect and grant me what I decree, a constant flow of money, intelligence to manage it, and the power to expand it in harmony with the supreme will." After speaking, remain silent. Feel, perceive, and listen. The spirit may not appear as a visible figure. It may instead manifest as a sudden brilliant idea, a flash of insight, or an unexpected opportunity. The spirit acts in the days that follow. When you sense the work is done, offer your thanks. Keep the charged object with you at all times. And as an offering, you may bury a small coin in the earth or perform a generous act in the spirit's honor. Beyond these external spirits, every true adept has access to a greater ally, the personal golden genie. This is not an external entity, but a radiant part of your higher self, the aspect of you that can channel wealth directly from the source. To discover this inner genie, perform a deep meditation after 7 consecutive days of practicing the ritual of living gold. When you enter meditation, say, "You who dwell within my inner star, genie of my sacred fortune, manifest before me. Reveal to me your name, your form, and your mode of action." In dreams or meditation, a symbol, a name, or a vision will come to you. Write it down. That will be the form of your golden genie. Begin working with it, speak to it, write to it. Feed it with your attention and cultivate a true relationship. When a spirit of wealth responds generously to your call, you may form a sacred alliance. Here is a simple formula. I form a pact with this genie under terms of respect and mutual benefit. You shall assist me in my ascent to eternal wealth. I shall honor your energy with gratitude, with regular invocation, and by expanding the flow of abundance. No slavery, no servitude, only true alliance. Thus I decree, thus it is established. There is no need for a blood signature, your solemn word is enough. Record this pact in your personal grimoire and revisit it often. For those who wish to work even deeper, here is a brief guide. When you seek continuous abundance, call Sakiel. When you desire magnetic attraction to wealth, call Anel. When you need rapid money or financial solutions, call Bune. When you seek control and mastery over money, call Clornek. When you face obstacles to prosperity, call Michael the Solar Prince to cut away the blockages. You may create a small altar of evocation, where each week you work with a different spirit according to your needs, deepening your connection with the spiritual forces of wealth. Finally, to close this chapter, you must claim your authority over these forces with an oath of command. I am a legitimate channel of divine gold. Therefore I summon, I do not beg. I command, I do not plead. I walk among spirits as one of them. Today I take the scepter of spiritual dominion over wealth. From this day forward, the treasure genies recognize me as an ally and a commander. Thus I decree, thus it is fulfilled. Record this oath in your grimoire. Read it aloud before every evocation. Remember, wealth is not merely matter, it is spirit. And spirit answers to your voice if you know how to speak. Now you hold the keys to call upon those who guard the hidden treasures. Speak with firmness, invoke with wisdom, and the treasures shall answer. Thus have I spoken, thus it has been delivered. Chapter 7, the Pentacle of Eternal Wealth. The adept does not chase after wealth. He generates it from his own center of power. Until now, we have worked with invocations, decrees, rituals of word and energy. Now it is time to give physical body to that invisible power. You will now create your Pentacle of Eternal Wealth, a consecrated talisman that will serve as a permanent magnet for gold, for business, for opportunities, and for the material fruits of the great work. This pentacle will not be a superstition or a simple good luck charm. It will be a vibrant, magically charged seal, capable of operating across all planes of existence. It will be your personal sun, your invisible bank, your sacred altar, and from it the endless river of abundance will flow. But what is a pentacle? A pentacle is a consecrated object, a magical anchor for a precise intention. It constantly radiates the vibration that has been programmed into it. It protects and multiplies the fruits of that intention. In this case, the intention is wealth, prosperity, and economic success. The difference between an ordinary pentacle and an eternal one lies in the depth of its consecration ritual. Ours will be permanent, active, and it will grow in power as you grow in consciousness. To create your Pentacle of Eternal Wealth, you will need the following materials. First, the base of the pentacle. This can be a medal made of gold, silver, or copper, or a flat stone, preferably citrine, tiger's eye, or jade, or even a circle of parchment, wood, or metal, measuring about 7 to 12 centimeters in diameter. Then the tools of consecration: myrrh or sandalwood incense, a golden candle, a red ink pen, or a fine engraving tool. The symbols you will inscribe are these: the divine name Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh, the planetary symbols of Jupiter and Venus, your magical name or initials, and optionally the sigil of your personal golden genie, if you have already discovered it. To craft your pentacle, first draw a perfect circle on your chosen object. Second, at the very center, inscribe the sacred Tetragrammaton, the 4-letter name of God. Third, around this center, add the planetary symbols. Above, the symbol of Jupiter. Below, the symbol of Venus. To the left, your magical initial, and to the right, your real initial, or a symbol that personally represents you. If you wish, you can encircle the entire design with a phrase of power, something like, "Gold flows to me as the eternal river flows to the sea. The sun of my soul gives birth to perpetual wealth." Make it beautiful, make it powerful. Order and beauty are magical acts in themselves. And now to consecrate your pentacle. The ideal day is Sunday, the day of the sun, or Thursday, the day of Jupiter. Prepare your altar. Place the pentacle at the center with the golden candle and the burning incense around it. Begin by purifying the pentacle. Pass it through the incense smoke in a spiraling motion, saying aloud, "Let all that is barren be purified. Let all weakness be burned away. Only gold shall remain." Next, light the golden candle. Bring the pentacle close to its flame without letting it burn, and declare, "Just as the sun never exhausts itself by shining, so too shall my pentacle radiate endlessly." Now for the invocation of power. Lift the pentacle toward the heavens and say solemnly, "In the name of Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh, by the might of Jupiter and the enchantment of Venus, by the glory of living gold, I consecrate this pentacle as a perpetual channel of infinite wealth. Let all gold, all fortune, all opportunity come to me without end. Thus I decree, thus I seal, thus I manifest." Finally, seal the ritual. Touch the pentacle to your forehead and then to your heart. Wrap it carefully in a white or golden cloth. It is now ready. How to use your pentacle of wealth. Carry it with you to job interviews, business meetings, contract signings, and financial rituals. Place it on your altar during money spells or prosperity workings. Meditate with it for 5 minutes each day, visualizing rivers of golden light flowing out from its center and bathing your entire life. Never use it for harm, coercion, or theft. The pentacle vibrates in harmony with pure expansion and will shield itself from corruption. See your pentacle as an eternal seed. It is not only for this lifetime. Every day you work with it, its power will grow stronger, and in future incarnations it will follow you as a sacred talisman of both spiritual and material wealth. Treat it as you would a holy relic. Respect it and love it, work with it, and it will give you more than you could ever imagine. To complete this act of magic, you must take an oath of guardianship. I swear to guard this pentacle as the guardian of my fortune. I swear to nourish it with my faith, my gratitude, and my power. I swear that its brightness will be the reflection of my own greatness. Thus I decree forevermore. Write this oath down and store it with your pentacle. Now you hold in your hand something far greater than an object. You hold a vortex, a sacred engine, a living generator of magical wealth. There are no more excuses. There is no more waiting. Gold is now forged in your hands, in your will, and in your pentacle. Thus have I spoken. Thus has it been sealed. Chapter 8. Mantras of Monetary Power. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word created the wealth of the world. Words are not just sounds. They are condensed vibrations, sparks of creation, the breath of universal fire. Just as the ancient gods created worlds with a single utterance, you too can summon infinite wealth through the conscious power of your voice. The mantras you are about to learn are sacred weapons. Each repetition forges a vibrational echo that alters the invisible fabric of reality, drawing toward you whatever your will decrees. These are not hollow affirmations. They are not formulas for self-deception. They are true spells. If you use them correctly, you will not only change your mind, you will change the very structure of the subtle worlds. The secret of a magical mantra. A truly effective mantra gathers 3 essential qualities. First, rhythmic simplicity. It must be easy to repeat until the mind sinks into a trance. Second, conscious vibration. Every sound must be felt as a real impact within your inner space. Third, directed will. Each repetition must be loaded with clear, lightning-like intention. When you repeat a mantra in this way, your cells, your energy field, and the invisible networks connecting you to the universe are reprogrammed. Gold begins to vibrate toward you, just as iron rushes toward the magnet. The solar mantra of gold. This is the mantra to open the golden flow, Ra Asata. Its hidden meaning is profound. Ra, the sun, source of life and abundance. O, the breath that expands creation. Sa, the vibration flowing through space. Ta, the crystallization of energy into material form. How to use it. Each morning, upon waking, sit up with a straight spine. Inhale deeply, feeling a golden sphere expanding in your chest. As you exhale, sing slowly and deeply, Ra Asata. Feel the vibration radiate in all directions. Ideally, chant it 108 times using a mala or string of prayer beads. Within 1 week, you will begin to notice opportunities materializing around you, unexpectedly and abundantly. The mantra for rapid wealth invocation. When you need an urgent influx of money, contracts, sales, or financial solutions, use this mantra, ZN or VH. Its hidden meaning, ZN, a rapid shot of intention, or a light, VH, the anchoring of that light into matter. How to apply it? First, charge a bill or a coin with the mantra. Hold the money between your hands and chant ZN or VH. Then carry that charged bill or coin in your wallet or pocket throughout the day. It will act as a vibrational key, opening flows where once there were blockages. The Cabalistic mantra of the treasure. This mantra activates the Sephirotic energy of Tifereth, the sun, in Kabbalah, to magnetize wealth. 2GVG, a vibrational singing of the Tetragrammaton itself. How to chant it. Divide each letter into a powerful whisper. Inhale deeply before each repetition. Exhale, chanting Yo, inhale, L, inhale, Va, inhale, L. Let each syllable stretch across your full exhalation. Chant this in front of your golden mirror or your wealth pentacle. With just 11 minutes of daily chanting, you will see gold beginning to cling to your energetic field. Like iron filings to a magnet, the mantra for commerce and influence, to close sales, secure favorable deals, or influence financial negotiations positively, use this mantra. Merkel, its hidden meaning, Mer, the vehicular energy, the mercurial field. K, vital force, the ancient Egyptian symbol for the spiritual double. LH, manifestation into visible reality. How to apply it. Before a meeting, interview, or negotiation. First, visualize a triangle of light connecting you to the other people involved. Second, softly chant or mentally repeat Merkalo. Third, feel the energy circulating favorably toward you. The creation of your personal wealth mantra. As you advance, you will be able to create your own magical mantra. You will combine your vibrated name and sacred syllables, words of power you have learned here, intuitive sound symbols born from your practice. The process is simple. In a deep meditative state, visualize the golden flow entering your body. Allow a sequence of sounds to rise spontaneously from within. Write them down, refine them, test their vibration. That will be your secret personal treasure mantra. Guard it as you would a living grimoire, the oath of the golden voice. To close this chapter, seal your commitment to the creative power of your voice. I swear to use my voice as both sword and staff. I swear that my words shall never invoke poverty, lack, or servitude. I swear that every sound I emit will be a seed of gold, a river of abundance, a decree of royalty. Thus I vibrate, thus I create, thus I am. Recite this oath before each of your mantra practices. Let your voice become a trumpet of wealth. Never underestimate the power of your voice. Never underestimate the echo of your words in the invisible planes. Gold listens, wealth listens, the universe itself listens. And when your vibration becomes gold, gold will rush to you, like rivers racing to the ocean. Thus have I spoken. Thus has it been vibrated into eternity. Chapter 9. Extreme Creative Visualization. Imagination is the workshop of the gods. Everything you see, cities, palaces, empires, banks, financial dynasties, cathedrals, was first an image in the mind of a man or a woman. Everything began in the invisible realm. The mental realm creates the material realm. Extreme creative visualization is the science of shaping, solidifying, and attracting entire realities. From the realm of thought into the world of form. And now you will learn to use it to forge unparalleled wealth. The supreme law. What you imagine with emotion, you create. It's not enough to see vague images in your mind. Magical visualization requires clarity, to see exactly what you desire in high definition. Emotion. Feel as though it is already yours, vibrating it as absolute certainty. Persistence. Hold that image unbroken until matter bends before it. Matter is malleable before an imagination charged with emotion, and sustained over time. The basic method of creative visualization. Step 1. Prepare your state of consciousness. Take 7 deep, slow breaths. Relax every muscle in your body from your feet to your head. Feel yourself gently detach from your physical body. Step 2. Define your vision with absolute precision. For example, don't say, "I want more money." Say, "I visualize receiving 100,000 units of gold in my bank account before the equinox." The more precise you are, the stronger your creation will be. Step 3. Build the scene. Visualize yourself looking at the balance of your account, holding signed contracts, living in the house of your dreams, receiving congratulations, smiles, respect. Make it sensory. Feel the touch, smell the environment, hear the sounds, taste success. Make it emotional. Feel joy, certainty, gratitude, sovereignty. Step 4. Act as if. In your mind, don't see the scene as a spectator, live it as the protagonist. Look through your own eyes as if you are already there. The technique of reality encapsulation, a secret advanced technique few magicians know. Visualize your desire as if it were a radiant sphere of light before you. Inside that sphere, visualize the entire scene fulfilled. Feel that the sphere is absolutely real. With both hands, absorb the sphere toward your solar plexus, your center of personal power. When the sphere integrates into your body, act for the rest of the day as if its fulfillment is inevitable. This fusion will create a vibrational field that magnetizes events, people, and resources toward you. Astral visualization for advanced adepts. Step 1. During sleep or in deep meditation, leave your physical body. Step 2. Project an astral body made of golden light. Step 3. Walk through an invisible city made of your desires already fulfilled. Open banks for you, thrones of wealth, gardens of abundance. Step 4. Interact with this astral reality. Touch it, speak in it, live in it. Return knowing that what you've touched in the astral realm will soon descend to earth. Astral visualization accelerates the physical materialization process by 10x. Daily visualization practice. Duration 15 minutes daily. Instructions: choose a specific wealth goal. Close your eyes in a relaxed state. Follow the basic steps outlined above. After visualizing, express gratitude as if it has already manifested. Thank you, thank you, thank you, for this is already mine. So it is, so it has been, so it will be eternally. This gratitude seals the magical operation. How to avoid mental sabotage. The greatest enemy of creative visualization is unconscious sabotage. How does it manifest? Doubts. What if it doesn't work? Anxiety. When will it come? Internal negations. I don't deserve this. Immediate cutoff. When a negative thought appears, make this gesture. Imagine you burn it in a blue flame and replace it with, "My reality obeys my will. I am the creator." Do this as many times as necessary. Persistence will overcome. Oath of the Invisible Builder. To seal this chapter, I swear before my eternal soul that I will use the power of imagination as the chisel of the gods. I will not wait for realities. I will forge them. I will not fear the slowness of time. I know that the mold is already made. From today, I am the invincible architect of my fortune. So I decree, so I visualize, so I am. Repeat this oath every time you begin a session of creative visualization. Extreme creative visualization is not fantasy. It is supreme magic. It is the science of bringing possible futures into the present, into the here and now. Hold the image, charge it with emotion, live it. And the universe, slave to your will obey. Thus have I spoken. Thus has it been imprinted in the ethers. Chapter 10, the Holy Grail of the Mystic Banker. Do not seek gold outside. The purest gold sleeps in the hidden cup of your own heart. The ignorant imagine wealth as a collection of things. Coins, paper, contracts, buildings. Fool, blind, walking corpse. The true adept knows that wealth is not possession but power. It is not number but vibration. It is not accumulation but eternal emanation. The true mystic banker, and you must be one if you wish to govern the treasures of this world and all others. You need not plunder, hoard, or beg. You drink from the golden grail, the closed cup where desire has been transmuted into perpetual creation. Do you want to know this grail? Do you want to possess it, drink from it, become it? Then listen, for only those with an ear for the inner thunder will understand. And the mystery of the golden grail, the grail in its purest form, is the receptacle of divine will. It is not an object. It is not a physical chalice, and it is a state of being. When your will has been purified of caprice, when your desire has been transmuted by the alchemical fire, when your mind no longer begs but decrees, then within yourself the grail is formed, the cup where universal energy flows ceaselessly. And what is this energy? Gold, yes, wealth, tangible influence, the harvest of empires. All of that, but you do not obtain it as one hunts butterflies. You receive it as the sun receives the worship of the planets, naturally, inevitably, gloriously. 2. The process of transmutation. The Grail is not received, it is forged. And how? By following the hidden path of transmutation. Step 1. Raw desire. The need arises. I want money, I want power, I want influence. Step 2. Purification. You ask yourself why, for what purpose, from where does this desire arise? Any desire born of fear, comparison, or lack must be destroyed in the fire of your awakened consciousness. Step 3. Sublimation. You elevate your desire. It is no longer a cry of hunger, but a decree for the expansion of your own being. You do not want money. You wish to manifest your creative power as rivers of gold. Step 4. Obfusion. Your will and your desire become one. There is no more separation. What you want, you are. What you are, you manifest. And then the inner cup is filled. And then the golden Grail shines in your solar plexus like a secret sun. 3. The ritual of the inner Grail. Do you wish to accelerate this alchemy? Here is the rite. Preparation, a chalice, a golden cup which can be symbolic. Pure water, the symbol of universal life. A white candle and a golden candle. Myrrh incense and procedure. Light the candles and the incense. Fill the chalice with pure water. Standing before your altar, say, I am the Grail, I am the sacred vessel. I am the Lord of Gold who does not ask but creates. Hold the cup before your chest. Visualize a vast sun shining within you. From that sun, golden rivers flow into the chalice. Drink the water slowly, feeling that you are drinking your own divine power. Feel the gold already flowing through your veins. Final step. Say, from this moment on, I do not seek wealth, I radiate it. My Grail never empties, so I decree, so I vibrate, so I am. 4. The law of overflow. Here's a deeper secret. When your Grail is full, it overflows. And this overflow is what the world sees as your external fortune. Do not focus on filling your pockets. Focus on filling your inner cup. When it is full, the pockets will overflow by themselves. When your inner cup is a radiant sun, money will flow to you. Opportunities will seek you out. Allies will gather around you like bees to a flower because you are a source, not a pond. 5. Warnings for the seekers. If you desire wealth to fill an inner void, you will never truly be rich. If you desire wealth to prove your value to others, you will fall slave to their eyes. If you desire wealth to escape your misery, you will sink even deeper into it. The only legitimate reason to desire wealth is to manifest the natural expansion of your own glorified being. Wealth should not be a refuge. It must be an expression of your divinity. 6. Oath of the mystic banker. Now seal your transformation. I swear that my wealth will be a reflection of my light, not my shadow. I swear that my inner Grail will be my source of power and abundance. I will not seek, I will radiate. I will not beg, I will decree, and I will not fear, I will create. Thus I decree in the name of my own invisible sun. The mystic banker's Grail cannot be bought, inherited, or begged for. It is forged in the crucible of true will, and whoever drinks from it will never again fear, never again beg, never again wait. They will simply reign. So drink from your own cup and let the gold flow as an uncontrollable torrent. Thus have I spoken. Thus has it been sealed in the eternal annals. Chapter 11. The Pyramid of the Golden Initiates. Only those who climb the pyramid of the spirit can master the treasures of matter. True wealth, invincible, perpetual, magical wealth, does not fall from the sky as a random whim. It is the result of an alchemical process, an internal extension, a conscious transformation, following a sacred architecture, the pyramid of the golden initiates. Each step of this pyramid corresponds to a hidden key, a state of being that must be conquered before wealth can manifest fully and eternally. And only those who ascend to the summit receive the crown of kings. Are you ready to climb? Then come. I, Aleister Crowley, in blood and star, will guide you. I, the structure of the pyramid. The pyramid consists of 7 steps, each sealed with a mystery you must penetrate. The pyramidal shape is no accident. The wide base represents the breadth of potential. The sharp peak represents the supreme concentration of will and power. As you ascend, everything is refined, concentrated, and magnified. So too will your wealth, from scattered ambition to glorious manifestation. 2. The first step, the oath of abundant existence. I exist to expand, not to contract. Here you must break the first veil of mental slavery, the idea that the world is scarce, limited, and hostile. Task of this level. Every morning affirm, abundance is the natural law of the universe. I am part of it. I exist to flourish. Every action must be an expression of expansion. Give, create, build, multiply. 3. The second step, the unified focus of desire. What I desire fully. It is not enough to desire weakly, it is not enough to long vaguely. You must want with every fiber of your being. Task: define exactly what you desire. Eliminate all conflicting or contradictory desires. Visualize your goal as the only star in the sky of your mind. I4, the third step, the committed action. He who does not act renounces his throne. Here you must eradicate once and for all the cancer of stagnation. Wealth loves movement. Every day must be a conscious step towards your goal. Task: every morning define a concrete action towards your financial goal. Do not sleep until it is completed. V, the fourth step, the sovereign mind. Nothing external can bend me, and at this level you must conquer fear, doubt, outside criticism, and temporary failure. Your mind must be your invulnerable castle, shining like the sun at noon. Task: every time a thought of doubt arises, immediately replace it by saying, "My will is law, my success is inevitable." Do this as many times as necessary until your mind is pure diamond. 6, the fifth step, the body as the channel of gold. My body is a temple, my body is a bridge. Money, wealth, and fortune do not rub in metaphysical clouds. They manifest through your physical action in the world. Your body must be a vehicle of vibrating energy, not a dead weight. Task: exercise your body every day. Run, swim, practice yoga or martial arts. Nourish it with living, energetic foods. Breathe consciously. Oxygenate the machine of gold. Your body must be worthy to bear the crown. 7, the sixth step, the expansion of the circle of influence. Wealth is not solitary, it is a brilliant network. The adept of gold does not work in isolation. He builds alliances, creates networks, multiplies his channels. Task: every week meet at least one new person who can expand your vision. Cultivate authentic relationships based on mutual value. Learn to speak with clarity, power, and charisma. 8, the seventh step, the decreer of the world. My word creates realities. At the peak of the pyramid, you are no longer a seeker but a conscious creator. Your voice is decree, your thought is law. Here, every word you speak modifies reality. Task: never utter words of lack, doubt, or slavery. Every day, issue a decree of creation. I decree today, insert goal, and so it is. Act as one who has already received. Here, gold does not just come to you, it flows from you. 9, the ritual of the pyramid's extension. Every night before sleeping, visualize yourself climbing a golden pyramid. On each step, proclaim the corresponding principle. When you reach the summit, sit on the solar throne. From there, look at the earth and say, "The gold is mine, for I am its eternal source. The world bends to my will." Do this for 49 consecutive days, and you will see the alchemy operate in all areas of your existence. X, the oath of the Ascended One. To seal this chapter, I swear to climb the pyramid of gold to its peak without rest, without fear, without delay. I swear that I will be worthy of the solar throne that awaits me. My life will be a living testimony of embodied greatness. Thus I decree, thus I ascend, thus I am. Task: write this oath and place it on your personal altar. Infinite wealth is not a matter of luck. It is a matter of climbing step by step, rung by rung, to the throne of manifestation. Now you know the map. Now you see the pyramid before you. Climb, conquer, reign. Thus have I spoken. Thus has it been recorded in the eternal stones of the great work. Chapter 12. Sacrifice, Fasting, and Transmutation. No greatness is born without a previous death. The true adept, the empire builder, the bearer of wisdom knows this truth. To receive infinite gold, one must first offer to the fire all that is unworthy of their throne. Sacrifice is not pain, it is liberation. Fasting is not loss, it is elevation. Transmutation is not renunciation, it is coronation. Fools seek to amass everything without letting go of anything, and die crushed by their own mediocrity. The kings of light know that to multiply they must first empty. Today you will learn the closed art of voluntary sacrifice, conscious fasting, and the alchemical transmutation of inner poverty into divine wealth. Prepare yourself. This chapter is both sword and flame. The mystery of sacrifice. Sacrifice does not mean mutilation or absurd self-flagellation. Sacrifice comes from the Latin sacrifici, meaning to make sacred. When you offer something, you turn it into pure flame, into liberated potential. The correct sacrifice is to voluntarily give away that which no longer serves your greatness. Break invisible bonds that prevent your expansion. Offer your limitations to the fire to be born vaster, freer, more sovereign. 2 or 3 types of sacrifice for the adept of gold. Material strategic sacrifice. Sometimes you must let go of money to receive more money. Invest in yourself, in education, tools, alliances. Spend to sow, not out of blind compulsion. Know when to release a small resource to attract a greater one. If you do so strategically, it will multiply in astral return. Emotional sacrifice. Let go of toxic relationships, stagnant friendships, sentimental attachments that drain your energy. Law. Every bond broken with mediocrity is a channel open to greatness. Do it without hatred, without drama, without remorse. Do it with gratitude for the lesson and determination for the new destiny. Mental sacrifice. Let go of limiting beliefs. It's not possible. I don't deserve it. It's too difficult. These ideas must be destroyed like clay statues before the temple of the new will. Perform rituals where you write those beliefs on paper and burn them, saying, I release this chain. I ascend freely toward my golden kingdom. The art of mystical fasting. Fasting is not mere physical abstinence, it is a ritual of emptying to receive the divine flame. Forms of fasting for the adept of gold. Word fasting. A full day where you only speak if absolutely necessary, and only words of affirmation, creation, decree. Silence purifies your speech. Your word afterward will carry the weight of gold. Material consumption fasting. A day of not buying anything, not out of greed but out of control, to demonstrate that money does not possess you, you possess money. Ritual food fasting. A 24-hour fast from solids, drinking only water or herbal infusions like mint, ginger or green tea. Each time you drink, say, as I drink, my body empties of the useless, my soul fills with gold. This fast cleanses the physical, mental, and energetic channels through which wealth will flow. The supreme transmutation. Transmutation is turning one substance into another. The alchemist turns lead into gold. The treasure adept turns their pain, emptiness, and past into radiant wealth. How? Through the act of redefinition. Every time a painful memory, a past defeat, or an old fear arises, do the following. Thank its existence as a lesson. Declare, this is raw material for my greatness. Visualize it wrapped in a golden sphere, spinning, turning into pure energy. Thus you turn your entire past into fuel for your future. You make even your scars generate gold. Golden purification ritual. Once a month, perform this ritual to keep your channels open. Materials. A bowl of water with sea salt, a golden or white candle, a consecrated feather or small branch. Procedure. Light the candle saying, today I am reborn, freer, vaster, richer. Immerse the feather in the salty water. Gently stroke your forehead, throat and heart, saying, I purify my mind. I purify my word. I purify my desire. Visualize a golden wind sweeping your body and energy field. Finish by saying, today I leave behind all scarcity. Today I embrace the crown of gold. Golden Phoenix Oath. To seal this chapter, pronounce this oath. I am the phoenix, reborn in golden flames. Nothing from my past chains me, all propels me. Each sacrifice is my crown, each fast is my sword, each transmutation is my treasure. Thus I decree, thus I am reborn, thus I am... Write this oath and keep it in your grimoire of wealth. Sacrifice, fasting, and transmutation are not losses. They are hidden multiplications. The true adept of gold knows that to possess everything, they must first master themselves. And to master oneself, they must master the art of letting go, emptying, and ruling. Thus spoken. Thus it has been inscribed in the living stone of time. Chapter 13, The Art of Asking the Universe Without Begging. The universe does not listen to beggars. The universe obeys kings. Who dares to crawl before the cosmos, begging like a beggar in front of the golden temple? Who believes that the supreme will is moved by tears and laments? No one, never. The universe, that vast organism of fire and light, responds only to those who speak its true language, the language of sovereignty, the language of the gods, the tone of those who know they are the legitimate heirs of all wealth. Today you will learn this sacred art, to ask without begging, to decree without doubt, to create without humiliation. This is one of the greater seals of high magic. This is the tone of the true children of the sun and the fatal error of supplication. Supplication arises from a consciousness of lack. Supplication emits a vibration that says, I do not have, I am not worthy. Perhaps if I cry, they will give to me. And what does the universe respond? Amen. You do not have, you are not worthy, you do not deserve. The law is unyielding. The universe does not judge. Reply. If you emit a vibration of lack, you receive lack multiplied. If you emit a vibration of dignity, certainty, and abundance, the universe conspires to reflect it in your visible world. 2. The principle of the decreer. The decreer does not ask for permission from life. They affirm their birthright. Their steps are those of love that resonate in the chambers of the ether. Their voice is the voice of the inner sun. Their word is not a plea, it is a hammer that forges realities. Rule: I do not implore, I do not wait. I decree and act accordingly. 3. How to decree correctly. Define with precision, do not be vague, the universe responds to clear orders. Incorrect: I would like to be richer one day. Correct: I decree that I receive 100,000 units of gold before the solstice in a perfect and harmonious manner. Decree in the present. Speak as if it is already real, feel that it is already fulfilled. I am an open channel of infinite wealth. I now possess growing abundance. Everything I touch prospers and multiplies. Emit with emotion, not anxiety. The power is in serene intensity, not in hysterical desperation. Feel joy, gratitude, anticipatory certainty, invincibility, not a hungry need. Law: gold reaches those who already feel they own it more quickly. Act as if it were inevitable. After you decree, do not doubt. Do not seek signs like an addict to anxiety. Act as you would act if it were already a fact. Your daily conduct should reflect your certainty. Thus, the universe will know that you speak seriously. 4. Wealth decree formulas. These formulas are sealed vibrations, ready to use. I decree that I am an inexhaustible source of visible and invisible wealth. I decree that gold flows to me in endless currents of prosperity. I decree that every action I take sows eternal abundance in my life. Use these formulas every morning and night. Make them yours. Charge them with your personal vibration. 5. The Supreme Decree Ritual. Once a week, perform the Supreme Decree Ritual. Materials: a golden candle, myrrh or sandalwood incense, your wealth pentacle. Procedure: stand before the lit candle, holding the pentacle in your right hand. Gaze fixedly at the flame. Say aloud 3 times, I decree that I am the absolute owner of my fortune. Nothing limits me. My will molds matter. Thus I speak, thus I vibrate, thus I create. Then visualize a rain of gold descending upon you, sealing your word in the very substance of the world. 6. The hidden key: do not retreat. After a decree, do not allow doubt to disintegrate it. Do not ask, what if it doesn't work, or complain about waiting times. Once you have issued your decree, live as if it is already happening. It is working, even if you don't see it yet. A thought of doubt is a dagger to its heart. Do not be its assassin, be its guardian. 7. The Oath of the True Decreer. To seal this chapter, proclaim, I swear never again to beg the universe. I am a creator, not a beggar. I am sovereign of my golden kingdom, and my word is law, my decree is reality. Thus I vibrate, thus I act, thus I am. Write this oath in your grimoire. Repeat its reading whenever you need to remember who you are. Asking is not enough. Decreeing is inevitable. From now on, speak as a king, walk as a creator, emanate like the sun, and the universe itself will serve you like an army of faithful slaves. Thus I have spoken. Thus it has been inscribed in the eternal tablets of will. Chapter 14. The Market as a Sacred Temple. Every act of exchange, if it is conscious, is a mystical act. The fool sees the market as a profane place where greed, deceit, and noise reign. The adept of gold, however, sees beyond the veil. He understands that the market is the temple where the gods of will, supply, and demand celebrate their sacred mysteries. Every coin that changes hands is a sacrament. Every signed contract is a magical oath. Every negotiation is a flight of wills, an alchemical dance where the one with more inner light always prevails. There is no separation between spirituality and commerce for the true adept. Commerce is spirituality incarnate. Commerce is the alchemy of desire transformed into form. If you wish to rule vast domains of wealth, you must purify your vision of the market. You cannot reign in a place you despise. You must elevate your commerce to the level of a closed art, an eternal ritual, a divine communion. So listen not with the ears of flesh, but with the fiery eardrums of the spirit. The first principle is this: the market reflects your inner vibration. There is no such thing as an objectively difficult, unjust, or cruel market. Every market is simply a vibrating mirror of the consciousnesses that inhabit it. If you bring fear to the market, you will receive fear multiplied. If you bring doubt, you will receive confusion. If you bring blind greed, you will receive hidden scarcity. But if you bring power, clarity, strategic generosity, mastery of word and energy, the market will open to you as the waters parted before Moses. Just as you enter a temple with respect, firmness, and purpose, so too must you enter every commercial interaction. The second principle is this: selling is an act of illumination. Every time you sell something, an object, a service, an idea, you are transmitting energy from one plane to another. You are shaping desire, molding it, delivering it as a tangible gift to those who did not yet know how to make it concrete. Never lower yourself to the servile attitude of the mediocre merchant who begs, pleads, and crawls. You are a priest of value, a transmitter of inner gold in visible form. When you sell, you offer a portal of transformation. When you charge, you seal an energetic pact of fair exchange. The energy you give must be greater than the gold you receive. Thus, you will not only sell once, you will master markets, becoming a beacon for entire generations. The third principle is this: negotiating is a right of conscious will. Every negotiation is the encounter of two forces, yours and the other's. It is not about destroying the other or cowardly yielding. It is about finding the point where your will is affirmed, without crushing or being crushed. The adept negotiates like a solo dancer, flexible but firm, radiant but cutting when necessary. You negotiate always from abundance, never from need. He who needs loses. He who offers from fullness creates the conditions for triumph. Negotiating is not asking. It is offering value so brightly that the only possible answer is a favorable agreement. The fourth principle is this: every exchanged coin carries a magical signature. Just as the stones in a temple retain the energy of rituals, every bill, every coin, every electronic transfer carries an imprint of vibration. Every time you pay, you charge the money with gratitude, expansion, and blessing. Every time you receive, you collect energy, transform it, expand it, and bless it. Never curse the money you give or the money you receive. Every act of exchange should be an act of silent worship to the flow of divine life. When you pay, say inwardly, "May this gold multiply its seed. May this energy return 1,000 times stronger." When you receive, say inwardly, "I bless the current flowing through me. I'm a channel of infinite expansion." Thus you will turn every transaction into a conservation, every trade into an invocation of abundance. The fifth principle is this: the market is the living web of manifested divinity. Imagine from above, from the eye of Horus, seeing the world, millions of beings intertwined in rivers of desire, need, supply, gratitude, and creation. Each thread is a transaction. Each knot is a connection of value. Everything is life. Everything is dance. Everything is gold in motion. When you consciously participate in this web, you are not a pawn. You are an architect. You are not a consumer. You are a creator. You decide what energy you inject into the web. You decide whether you make it vibrate in fear, scarcity, or conflict, or if you make it resonate in expansion, majesty, and glorious multiplication. To become a priest of the closed market, you must keep your mind, your word, and your actions attuned to the vibration of conscious abundance. Every sale, every purchase, every barter, every investment, every receipt, every payment is a sacred gesture. It is a step in the infinite dance of divine gold. Never forget, the market is the temple where you celebrate your own kingdom. Ritual of consecration of the market. Before entering any space of exchange, perform this simple act. Close your eyes for a moment. Visualize a vast temple of golden columns, radiant altars, and invisible chants. Feel that every word you speak in that space is a prayer. Feel that every act of exchange is a sacrament. Say inwardly, "I'm a priest of gold, and I consecrate this market as a living temple. My actions are light. My words are seals of creation. My wealth is inevitable, and I enter as one enters their palace, not as one begging on the street." Oath of the priest of gold. I swear by the crown of the sun that I will treat every commercial act as a sacred right. I will not traffic in lies or fear. I will not trade in desperation or servitude. Every coin that passes through my hands will be blessed. Every word I speak in the market will be an act of creation. Thus I decree, thus I act, thus I am. Write this oath in your memory. Recite it before every negotiation, every transaction, every act of commerce. Commerce is not dirty. It is not profane. It is not undignified. Only the mediocre have debased it. For the true adept, the market is the temple where spirit and matter celebrate their eternal marriage. Enter then into every market as you would your sanctuary. Exchange, sell, buy, negotiate, bless, decree, and you will see how the invisible altars return to you, multiplied 100 times, every sacred gesture you offer. Thus spoken, thus I have sealed these words in the eternal annals of new wealth. Chapter 15, the final formula of infinite gold. Truly, I tell you, there is no other secret but this. All magic, all alchemy, all invocation, all ritual, all decree, all pentacle, all sacrifice, all visualization, all mantra, all closed market, all converge finally into a single supreme formula, a single eternal equation, a single fire that burns in the heart of all universes. The adept who understands this formula, who engraves it in their marrow, who lives it as breath and blood, will be invincible, inexhaustible, the sun that never sets. Listen then with your inner ear, not as a slave listening to orders, but as a king hearing the revelation of his own lineage. The final formula of infinite gold is this: clear will plus ignited emotion plus sustained vision plus relentless action plus constant decree equals sign, irreversible creation of infinite wealth. 5 columns, 5 seals, 5 stars. Each one is indispensable. Each one supports the temple of your perpetual wealth. Let me unfold the complete map before you. First, clear will. Nothing moves if the will is diffuse. Most men want 100 different contradictory things simultaneously, and thus their lives are ruins scattered in the desert. You must be different. Your will must be a laser, a spear, a fiery arrow shot at the heart of the sky. Define what you want. Declare it. Engrave it on your flesh if necessary, and never allow the world, fear, or routine to divert you, even a little. Second, ignited emotion. Cold, naked thought is not enough. Emotion is the fuel, the oil of the invisible engine. Every time you think of your goal, you must feel passion, enthusiasm, joy, certainty. Every cell of your body must vibrate with the image of your wealth already realized. Every heartbeat must be a drum of war for your victory. Without emotion, your will is a corpse. With emotion, your will is an armed god. Third, sustained vision. The mind is a battlefield. Many images fight for birth each day: news, opinions, fears, distractions. All want to plant their seed in your fertile field. You must be the absolute guardian of your vision. It is not enough to visualize once. You must hold the image with fierce discipline. Every morning, every night, every breath, you must return to your vision, see it, feel it, live it. Not as a distant illusion, but as a present, tangible, imminent reality. Thus you will maintain the vibrational mold intact until the matter itself bends and takes the form you have dictated. Fourth, relentless action. Do not dream like a drunk lying in the tavern of time. Act. Infinite gold does not respond to inertia, but to movement. Every day you must move forward, even if it's just one step, one word, one decree, one planting. Will, emotion, and vision create the mold, but it is action that carves the visible statue. Do not make excuses, and do not stop, and do not lament. Every act is a hammer strike on the invisible marble. Every act brings the palace of gold closer to its final manifestation. Fifth, constant decree. The word is not adornment, it is magic. The word is not a game, it is a weapon. Every day you must pronounce your decree, clear, firm, vibrant. Decree that infinite gold flows toward me like rivers toward the sea. Decree that my wealth multiplies beyond any human measure. Decree that everything I touch becomes visible and invisible abundance. Every word thus launched is a seal carved into the ether. Every word thus spoken is a lightning bolt that cannot be stopped. These 5 columns, will, emotion, vision, action, and decree, must be a single symphony within you, not separated, not alternated, not forgotten. You must live them as you breathe, as your veins beat, as your neurons fire. Only then will the final formula operate without resistance. Only then will infinite gold be your legitimate, inevitable, eternal inheritance. And there is one more secret. The gold you will obtain will not only be material, it will be mental, emotional, and spiritual. You will have houses, lands, businesses, contracts, empires, but you will also have inviolable peace, inexhaustible joy, radiant power. You will be a living sun, a banker of galaxies, a god incarnate in matter. Final integration ritual. Every morning upon waking, stand with your feet firmly planted on the ground. Look at the horizon, real or imagined, and proclaim, "Today I activate the final formula of infinite gold. Today my will is clear. Today my emotion burns like the sun. Today my vision is sustained. Today my action is relentless. And today my decree is absolute, and so it is. So it will be, and so it is." And then walk, speak, act, breathe as one who has already conquered all realms. Oath of the Lord of infinite gold. I swear by the inner star that I will never deny my right to infinite gold. I swear that I will never betray my will for laziness, fear, or doubt. I swear that every day I will be the architect of my golden kingdom. Thus I decree, thus I am. Thus I will reign eternally. This oath is not just words, it is a pact of blood, spirit, and eternity. Infinite gold is not a fantasy for lazy dreamers. Infinite gold is the inheritance of those who dare to live as gods in the flesh, as suns on the earth, as rays of pure will incarnated in matter. Now you have the formula. Now you have the map. Now you have the fire. The crown awaits you, the throne claims you. The kingdom is already at your feet. Rise, conquer, reign. So it is, so it will be, so it has been since the beginning of time. Thus concludes this grimoire of eternal wealth. Thus I have spoken, thus it has been sealed in the secret book of the new age.